Earlier today, I was watching a video from someone and they were talking about an old scripture that I know since I was a child. And it says, submit yourself unto God, resist the devil, and he will flee. And as he was teaching, he was talking about resisting the temptations and resisting depression and resisting anxiety. And I was really, first of all, I was just excited about what he was saying, but something shook in my spirit and I heard, and just like you have to resist temptation, what is happening today in our world needs to be resisted. Because see, sometimes we look at stuff and we're saying, God, what is happening? And sometimes there are things that are demonically sent, and there's things that are also God allowed. And sometimes when God will allow darkness, it's because the light has not stepped up to its place. And God is waiting for the light to stand up and walk in its place. And what I wanted to say to you today is I believe that what we are seeing in this darkness in our land and the chaos has landed at our door, is coming to ask us, and what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit by because it hasn't touched you yet and not do anything or say anything? So as I was looking at that, I realized this is the hour to call for a resistance. There's a sleeping giant that must be awakened. It takes me back to a vision I had a couple of years ago while I was in my prayer time, and I saw hands coming up from the ground, from the dirt, and they were dirty. And I reached down and started pulling one up out of the ground. They were covered in filth and they were covered in all this stuff, but they were about to be God used. Even though they had been buried, they were being resurrected and coming to a place where they could be used. And I believe with all of my heart and being that is what this hour is about. And just like the strategy when Daniel resisted that horrible mess that was going on in his time, and also the three Hebrew boys and their time, they did resistance. And we are in that hour that if we don't start resisting this demonic darkness, we are going to see more collapse. My question is, do I know what we're supposed to do? No. But what I do know is that this is a call to action. And I believe that as soon as we get off of our high horses and begin to realize that we are not going to sit here and let this country go to waste. No. Especially black people. Our ancestors gave their lives building America. And what I want to say to you is this. I am a proud American because my family helped to build this nation along with some of you others. And so as Americans, we have a right to say this is our country too. We are Americans, and I don't care what y'all talking about. We are not going to just sit here and let this country go to heck in a handbasket. So I wonder, who's going to be the bold soul to take the step to figure out what we need to do, whether we get lawyers and start suing the mess out of all of this frivolous destruction that is being brought. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I do pray that we wake up before it's too late.